Bugatti, this is the first time I've seen him dance, Counselor dance so comfortably. So I think these local songs will do well for me. I'll do well to play these kind of songs, or ask you to play these kind of songs anytime he's in the studio. Thank you so much. Bugatti, yeah, guy. Jill 2. Counselor. You're welcome.
Thank you. Looking good. I like the color of this.
Oh, thank you. Green is my favorite color.
I see.
Yes. So green is my favorite color. What's your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color. People say I like blue.
People say. Right, we'll take blue. Wonderful. Now, today, we're talking about marriage and infidelity. A very, very sensitive subject, a very sensitive one at home as well. And I don't like talking about it, but some of these subjects, whether we like it or not, we actually have to address it. So, first of all, I want to find out from our guests, is anybody married here? Is anybody engaged? No, all right.
How possible?
Nobody's married, nobody's engaged. But you're dating. Some of you are dating. So. Right. Nats, are you engaged? You are coming. DJ Bugatti?
I'm married.
You're married. Okay. Right, I'm on the hot seat. You don't deserve to know what I'm doing in my life. Yes. So, right, Counselor is also married, so I'm sure we'll have a lot of in-depth about what's happening. And as and when, send in your messages to Lois if you have any questions as we delve into this subject. Infidelity. First of all, I want to categorize it into culture and religion. I say this because in those days, men were allowed to take as many wives. But with the influx of religion, it has been a bit cumbersome when it comes to marriage or having lots of wives. Yes, I do know that some cultures still practice that, polygamy. However, again, those who are extremely religious do well to stay with one partner. And that has brought a lot of chaos, I'd say, in society in general, depending on where you come from, Africa, Asia, Europe, Americas. And so I feel that we need to find some sort of balance, or we need to find some sort of a cutoff of where we should know when to be with one person or not. So in your own opinion, as a counselor, I don't want you to be biased. And because of that, I'm going to ask you what religion you belong to. Would you say, before we even come to the infidelity, would you say that it is appropriate for a man to have as many wives as he can?
All right.
I see DJ Bugatti smiling over there because of this question.
Very well. So first of all, infidelity and marriage, being polygamy or monogamy, are different things.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying that before we get into that, I want to find out.
On an individual basis, some men would like to have different women, others would like to have one woman. In fact, even those who were born in a family or environment of polygamy, some grew up and saying that because of what I've been through, what I've seen, I want to have monogamy. Others would like to do the same thing. Others are coming from being family of just monogamy. They would like to have polygamy. So it depends on preferences of individuals. When it comes to me, I would choose monogamy. The reason being that being in a relationship with other person, who's a wife, a spouse, whose needs come first, and your needs also come first, looking at the two people.
Right.
One of the things that I've seen with this relationship thing is, one, time, two, money. To care, you need time.
The first one is what?
Time and money.
Time?
Yes.
I think money should come first.
Okay. Whether money or time, they are all resources. I don't have these resources in abundance to give to another person.
Right.
So bringing someone in will be a problem. I will disturb the two. So for me, right from where I sit, one works for me before religion and any other aspect of life.
Okay.
So you need to know yourself, what works for you. and also be honest or transparent with other people. Because some people meet you and say, oh, only one. But along the line, they have other preferences.
I was going to come there. So go ahead.
They have other preferences. And that's where the mistrust comes in. The infidelity comes in. The hate comes in. You can't be with people hiding motives, your desires, your interests, especially if you know that you are going on a long journey like marriage with a person. This is a serious kind of relationship, which is even sanctioned by law, culture, and people have different beliefs around marriage. If you're in a boyfriend-girlfriend, it's a different thing altogether. We can set our own rules. But when you get to marry, people are very serious with it. So if you are marrying me with the basis that you just want to be with only me, be clear about that. But don't come in a relationship, and because we have issues, and you meet somebody out there who is nice to you, who have shown to you that, oh, somebody can treat you better. So because of that, you think adding that person will solve the problem. You have to go back and solve your problem. If there's something you need to learn, you make it work, do that. And if you're going to go for two, let the person who you are speaking to from the day one, that my intention is getting married to 2 or 3. You are clear about it. And anytime I meet somebody, I'll come to you and talk to you about it.
Counselor, I'm sure you're also very much aware that 90% of women, let me limit it to Africa here. No, in fact, in the world, 90%, okay, then if it's going to go in the one, make it 80. About 80% of women will never, I say never, marry a man with the intention of taking up more than one woman as a wife.
I believe that women are wired by security. When I say that, what I mean is being in a relationship, I want a safe and secure environment. Emotionally, I don't want to be with somebody who is in love with another person.
Hang on. Exactly. So if women, in general, right, would want to be the only one in the man's life, you said that if the man feels that he's a polygamous man, he should make his intentions known to the woman. And I'm trying to tell you that because most women do not support polygamy, I'm not sure any man will marry.
Oh, a lot of women want to know the person you want to.
Next is okay. I'll come to him.
The person you want to be with.
Yes.
When I'm comfortable with that person sharing. Even in these days, people are doing crazy stuff. Yes, getting married and getting a girlfriend for their spouse and doing threesomes and so on and so forth. Because
exactly. So it boils down to the fact that the wife would not allow you to have another wife. However, she wouldn't mind having an extra curriculum activity personnel on standby to satisfy your needs as a couple. But she would never accept that curriculum activity extra personnel into the home as a wife.
We've practiced just 13 years in my practice. I've met different people. And with the percentage we give, you have people who are willing to compromise on some of these values.
Really?
Yes.
Second wives, third wives?
Yes. What they want with their spouse is be honest with me. To finding out that you say, I won't do A and you do B. Psychologically, that is something that will create a certain trauma that they find it difficult to get over it. Do you know what it means to a lot of women to know that my husband is in love with another woman, and knowing that the time that you say you are busy, you are not feeling well, you are not available, you are investing into that relationship. But when I know that there's this person, the other person, let's divide the time.
And I am then let's just and not marry. Because
they want to feel safe.
Thank you. DJ Bugatti. Let me throw this to the woman here and the viewers watching me. Would you, according to counselor, he's had a lot of women now, that's what he's saying, looking at being unbothered or being okay or supporting more than one wife because of the mere fact that their husband is susceptible to falling in love again and again with others apart from her. However, I want to find out from you. Please send in your messages to Lois, like I said. If we are okay with that in the modern world now, because before, I don't know, with our husbands having a lot of us as wives in the same house and enjoying these other extracurricular activities, like he was saying, with them. DJ Bugatti say, yale, and twaso.
But you know what? Let me ask the men. Is it having different women that have certified their sexual desires?
You see, but counselor, I had a record power. See, you forget that we also have needs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. So we should also be allowed to fall in love with others.
Yes.
So by so doing, I don't hope DJ Bugatti won't say me yale by so, if you are saying or airing your sentiments and your views about having extra lovers apart from your wife, what about the wife?
You see, I'm telling you about people's opinions, what they hold on to, what they discuss with me. That's what I'm sharing with you. You see, when we allow everything, human beings who are created to act like human beings will end up behaving like animals. When there's no rules, there's no laws. So based on the Creator's own definition of what marriage is, there was a model to go with that. And then when we are married, we know that this is what I can do with my spouse. I can't do this with the other person. When I do that, it comes with certain costs. Emotionally, psychologically, it comes with different costs. So we structure relationship like marriage in a safe environment to help each other. Unfortunate for people with their own struggles, with their own issues, not finding solution to others believe getting extra spouse outside or somebody outside will meet certain needs at home. I've met different men as well who will speak to me and say, when it comes to sex with their spouse, they are not able to have sex with their spouse because anytime they come around, their spouse deny them sex. Their spouse come with different reasons why they cannot have sex. They've tried that on several occasions. But
does it always have to be sexual?
I'm just giving an example. Oh. And that frustration and makes them go out to be with other persons. And they come back, they are feeling bad for doing this. And their spouse is unconcerned. I'm not saying any of these routes are the right route. But what I'm saying is if you're going to be in marriage as a relationship, as a journey, we need to be honest with each other and work towards that relationship. Infidelity, any degree, hurt the man, hurt the woman. I've seen a lot of men who cannot just deal with the thought or the flashback or that image of their spouse was naked with another man. So they can't just get over it, no matter how much they love their spouse.
But we are supposed to deal with that with our husbands.
And the same way I've met women who cannot just deal with the fact that all this while I'm with you, you prioritize somebody else. Somebody is more important to you than me. So it hurt all of us so much. So we cannot minimize the impact of this whole infidelity thing. I know some men will say, it's nothing, it's one of those things. And sometimes we hear culturally people are saying that as a man, you are with a man will do that. What I want to say that what is good for a man is good for a woman. What is bad for a man is bad for a woman when it comes to those things. So if you're going to have a safe relationship or marriage,
DJ Bugatti is, I don't know whether he's for or against. I'll have to address him in the meantime. Next, do we have Counselor's cocktail ready? Wonderful. Let's give him his. Jawum. Counselor, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice Calabash and Cocktails. Thank you so much. Find him on all social media platforms. That's the name, Nags Calabash and Cocktails. Counselor, before just take a sip, let me ask my audience. Woman in the house, are you here? Oh, looks like I said the counselor can pay. Woman in the house, are you here? Would you be okay if your supposed husband addresses the issue of bringing in another wife? Or having, don't worry, the mic will come. Or having, don't worry, or having extra curriculum activities with a third person into your home. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Nobody? But I was hearing no. So, who Who wants to go first? So yeah, Jaya, go first since you have the mic.
Could you please repeat the question one more time?
Well, the question is, as a wife of your husband, are you going to be supportive of him having another wife or other wives? That's one. And then two, having extra curriculum activity personnel into your home.
Absolutely not. I think when you say wedding vows, you're committing to one another, so why should there be a need for a third person at any point for any reason?
Anybody else? Anybody else? No, I'm okay. You don't want people to see you. Okay. So, Councillor, you heard it. She said absolutely, it was just not a no. It was an absolutely not. Because if she's fully committed to you, she doesn't see why you should go out there and find another commitment with somebody else, right?
Ordinary by nature, that's what they want. But
so why are we then doing this to ourselves?
I'm saying I want to meet the men who want to go by one or two or three. They discuss that. I know some by their religions or belief that is acceptable. Some by their culture that is accepted. And so that right from a childhood, the girl has been nurtured to believe that it is possible. So that is not something that it has any option against it. But as we are growing up, we know our need, what we want. What I just want us to do is be honest with ourselves first and be honest with our spouses. But sometimes when you hide this motive, it comes back to hurt you.
Okay. So I've had friends and instances where from the very beginning, it was, I love you and I love you only, and I want to be with you only. You see, because you brought in the be honest with your spouse or with your better half first. Initially, I want you all for myself, and we get married. And then as time goes on, like you were saying, things change, emotions change, life change, situations change. And then the house, they start going out to look for other things to satisfy them. It doesn't necessarily have to be extracurricular activities, like I'm saying. At that point and at that moment, do you think it's advisable to have a sit down with your spouse concerning how you feel now? Because before, that wasn't the agreement.
Of course, as soon as there's any change in your relationship, we need to talk. In fact, for healthy couples, once every month, we sit down to do a few review. At least give each other feedback on what we are doing well, what we are not doing right. Because, see, I might think I'm doing the best, but my spouse feedback will let me know that maybe I should improve or get better. And no marriage stay the same. Either it is growing or it's coming down in terms of the relationship. So as the years go by and realize that there's a change, how we vibe, the things we do, we are no more doing that, then I have to call my spouse. I've noticed some change with our relationship. Let's talk about it. I don't want to wait until something happens. Some people do not ask you, but what they'll do is they'll get a surveillance over you. So they are monitoring you, where you go, who you talk to, calling people, and trying to find, as if I've set a trap for you, I want you to fall in, and then we talk about it. No. So as soon as there's a change, we talk about it, we resolve things and get better.
And if there's no resolution, you talk about it, and in her perspective, it is what it is from the beginning. It is just you and I, and she's not in support of what you're saying or the initiative you're bringing. What happens after then?
There is sex support, external support. That's where the support comes in. There is sex neutral, trained or skilled or a professional, a counselor who will come in to help the two of you understand each other.
I've already told you that I don't want you to go out and go and get another woman or find other women. Yeah, who else? Why are you bringing somebody else? What kind of talk can the person talk to me to change my mind about the fact that it's just you and I? We need to talk. What's he say?
So there's one thing in terms of understanding. Do you know the impact of this action of yours, of getting somebody else to satisfy your selfish desire or cause your spouse?
That's what I'm saying, that it's not necessarily only the selfish desire. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to not relate it to only that, because there are other things and that people look for that is missing in the marriage. So it's not necessarily, in quotes, sexual activities.
Yes.
It could be another form of companionship. It could be another form of friendship. What you understand?
I agree with you.
Yes.
The last couple I spoke with who are going through something like this.
Right.
The man, what the man said is, I love the way the other woman listened to me.
Aha.
With that, interjecting, interacting, listening to understand how I feel, validate my feelings, so I feel at home. And although I've been telling my wife, all this year, she's just a friend. She has been friend throughout until recently this mess happened. So why I've kept that friendship all this while? Because it was meeting certain needs for me.
So why did you marry that woman in the first place when you know that she doesn't listen to you?
So
why did you right? Why did you marry the woman, counselor? You know she doesn't listen to you, and that's going to be a problem in the future. Why do you still go ahead to marry this woman, knowing that she's going to pester you anytime you're trying to share your sentiments and your emotions? And you still went ahead to give her a chance of being your wife, and now you start looking for some woman who will listen to you.
So a lot of people do that. So at the beginning, they were listening to each other. But along the line, they were not listening to each other. When couples started arguing in a relationship, they want to prove who is right. They want to prove a point. They want to make themselves more important than the relationship.
Right.
Then we are getting to a place that we don't even care about each other. We don't listen to each other. And if the couple are not even spending time to do few things they used to do when they're in a relationship, and some naturally, it's not that they are aware about that. When children start coming in, work schedules and other things, they started prioritize these things. And then the relationship become the last thing. Initially, they say, oh, I'll get better, I'll make time, and then that become the norm. And that busy activities, they meet other people, they socialize with, and some get trapped in that.
Then why don't you contractualize, yes, marriage for, let's say you're married for only 10 years. After 10 years, we're married for only 5 years. After 5 years, because if the reason for marriage, these things will come in and then the entire or we don't understand certain things about ourselves, we can dissolute the marriage and then everybody can go and then find their happiness somewhere. Why do you still tie yourself down, knowing very well, like you're saying, that it is going this way? So why don't you put a timeline to marriage?
Why don't you put also a timeline that when things like this happen, there's another way of doing it? Because we are investing in this relationship. Time is in it.
You can still have your time. Just that you're not going to be bonded by law anymore.
Oh, no.
And by culture.
There are some ladies
in the marital way, can still take care of your children.
Let me tell you, at the time you met me, how I was, what I've even sacrificed my body to have kids and so forth. If I go out there, I might not meet somebody, but you might meet somebody. And again, am I willing to share myself with another man? God, in my mind, from the beginning, it is only you. So just the thought of another person is scary to someone else. So we need to know that marriage is a lifetime. I think we all believe that.
Councillor Jinaho, this one you're talking like in relation to the woman not being able to find someone. I bet to differ and I bet to count. Oh,
women are doing...
Right now, yes.
Yes, what men
the
can
world
do.
has evolved to a certain level that age is not just a number anymore. Older women are also finding companionship in younger men, in age-mates men, and in older men. The world has evolved, education and knowledge has become so rampant that relationships are not timed on age anymore. Age is now not just a number.
You know that marriage also offer structure.
I'm coming, let me land. So when you say that she says that, okay, when they decide to go their separate ways, she may not find someone. No? She may not find someone, say. If she may not find someone, then that means that it probably depends on how she carries herself. If she's so bent down and broken, then the possibility of her not finding someone is going to be extremely slim. But now I'm seeing 60-year-old women who look as sexy as 40-year-old women, as 35-year-old women. And I've realized that the men even want them the more because they've been there, they've been so responsible now, they are financially stable now, they are on your own now. They have had children, but you don't see any evidence of children in the belly. Now the surgeries are making more, the cosmetic industry is Nax is just nodding his head and laughing behind there. He's just nodding his head. And so these women have now prioritized themselves, their mental health, and especially their bodies, because of course that's the first attraction. And so it's not like before. It's not like before. So counsellor, please rephrase and or retract. Either you retract that statement or you rephrase it. Because for a woman to say, I can't get anyone, and I think maybe she's just tired. She doesn't have the strength or to do this anymore. And most of them go through that. They're just tired.
So is it the statements I'm telling the views, but I listen to people on a daily basis. Okay, I can only imagine how someone is feeling, not to be in a position to feel that for you. In fact, if I even offer my show as empathy, I still wouldn't feel how you feel.
Right.
So people will tell you that, look, from what has happened, when I see myself, I don't see myself being with another person. That's what they want, and I respect that. Again, as we're saying, 60 years looking very sexy, it comes with a certain cost, a certain investment to that body.
That's what I'm saying.
To look that.
Women are now independent. That's
and
what
I'm telling some of the people who have been in this relationship made a lot of sacrifice. Some for the relationship, for the family, for the children. So at the age that we are talking about, they don't even have much in the bank to go and look sexy as 60 years will look. Going to start all over. So some people, they're starting all over. I'm going to rent, I'm going to buy a house. How am I going to start all over? That thought of it alone is a big deal. So if we go into marriage and we want it to last for a lifetime, we can. What is it that we are looking elsewhere that we cannot find it in here? If we once find it here, we can make it work. Are you willing to do that? And that's where the love comes. Love is just the motivation to do those things. So if you really love the person as you claim, then there should be a motivation for you to get work.
Love always waxes cold at some point in a relationship, and I'm sure you're aware of that. And that's what makes us go out there and find infidelity, basically. That's what brings about the infidelity. So if you, the man, are going out, I'll come back to the same question again. Why are the women not allowed to? Why is society normalizing men and infidelity? But when it comes to women and infidelity, they would rather stone her, if possible.
Well, I've seen that with the society. Exactly. People do it, cultures, they do it. And I've been telling those women that, look, if they allow you to do that, tell your spouse, if you won't change, then the best thing is we end the relationship, or I do same. But you see,
I don't think DJ Bugatti is liking that. Bohobium.
If you are not going to make the relationship work, and you want to go by this culture, normal stuff like that, then we end the relationship. Then you can have your free life to do what you want to do. I do mine.
Oh, same.
You do, I do. You do same, I do.
You do, me, I do, you don't go best.
So that you also go through the pain, I also go through that. You can understand that we are human beings, and a certain degrees of pain can cause us to not be happy in a certain behavior.
Didn't seem to be happy when you said that you do me, I do you. Nax was like, Nax, let me come to you. Do you have a microphone? Yes, you do. You have one. Nax, you didn't seem happy. We know when we were talking before that when you're nodding your head, yes. But the moment counselor said, it's either we divorce or you do your infidelity now, also practice my infidelity. You're like, Why,
I wanted to ask him two questions, though.
You answer my question first, and then you can ask him your question.
Okay. So what I did was, because right now, where the world is getting to, it feels like hurt me, I hurt you, makes the world a nicer place. So the moment he said that, it triggered something, and it made me remember an issue that had happened in the past. So that's why I did.
So that means you are in support of you do me, I do you.
Oh, I don't mind though. Me as a person, I don't mind. Like, yeah.
Okay, I can see. Can you please put the camera on Nax for me? I'd really like to see his reaction.
I'm saying me as a person. I don't mind.
Okay, you don't mind, no? When you know, okay.
I don't mind. Yeah. But
he's a cheater. That's what I see.
Oh no, I'm a lion.
Right, now you can ask.
Yes, so I wanted to ask just two questions. When a man is overly rich and he's being polygamous.
So when a man is wealthy?
Yes, the women are okay. They don't complain. When you are up and coming and you are with them and you cheat small, then they want to kill you for the world. Why is that so?
Counselor, before you answer that question, let me come there. What made you think? How did you know that when a man is wealthy, he can have as many wives? Because
society has taught us. We've heard of a few in the system. Yes, because there's money at home and they're able to get 2, 3, 4 wives, and all the women are and all the women are okay.
Are you sure the women are okay?
Most of them are okay because of what they are showing us. We know they are all okay.
Counselor, over to you.
So the question I'm going to ask on this is, well, the man was wealthy doing this before the woman came in, or the woman was with him and he became wealthy? Because
hang on, I want him to answer that question.
So most of the ones we've seen, the men were wealthy before the woman came into the system.
Of course.
Okay, go ahead.
So if the man is wealthy, the man is telling you that this is a lifestyle I want to live, have 2 or 3, and the woman said, look, that's what I want. Well, who am I to tell you that don't go for that? But I'm telling you that many women, no matter how rich the husband is, your woman should not give you the right to add another woman to them.
Please look at his face and tell him.
Because they feel safe and secure in a relationship. Anything that threatens their security, they'll behave like an inspector. They'll behave like monitoring spirit.
Oh, but Chairman, some women say it's better to cry in a Lamborghini than to be working in Achimota.
When you come to my office, you see people who park big cars.
Yes.
And they come and cry.
They prefer that to cry in the Lamborghini.
No, they are crying in that state. And I see people who are not in the big houses. They are basically doing very well. What I'm saying, that money will meet certain things, but it doesn't take away some emotional needs of the woman. So emotionally, if she feels insecure in that relationship, no amount of money, traveling, going to Dubai, whatever it is, will take away that feeling. She will sleep well.
Okay.
She can't have her money.
I'm not sure for these Gen Zs.
Oh.
The Gen Zs.
They've not been there.
Okay.
If they get to that place, he who feels it knows it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Gen Zs? Yes, give him the mic. He's back there.
The mic.
Good.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Councillor. And I want to ask this simple question. Is it appropriate to keep best friends, so even if you are still married? Is it appropriate to keep best friends? Like the besties, is it appropriate to keep them when you are still married?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We spoke about it last time, eh?
Yes.
No bestie. Your husband is your bestie. Your wife is your bestie. Just to keep the marriage safe. Whatever you are doing with that spouse, the other person, you can learn to do it here. But anytime you bring in this bestie thing to your marriage, you cause trouble for yourself.
I have a follow-up question on that. Councillor, bear in mind that I had friends before I met you. So I had my private life. You had your private life, and then we have our life. So if you're telling me to forego my private life, and then you also forego your private life, and we have our life, then what's the essence of being friends? Because I've also come to realize that most of my married friends, married couple, who 1 or 2 of them happen to be my friends, when they're going through issues, especially finances, they come to the friend that you're asking me not to have, to come and ask for help. So if this friend wasn't my friend, if this married friend wasn't my friend, and they are going through this financial crisis, who would they go and ask?
Very good question. I didn't say you should not be a friend to this friend. I'm saying that a friendship that has grown to a place we call bestie, best of friends. Now your spouse should be best of friend. You can keep friends. Okay? Give the best of you to your spouse. Your spouse will give the best of themselves to you. The other support system or resources as a human beings we have around, we can fall on them. We can spend time with them. The other time you spend with your family, spend with your friends. So please, see, once your partner feels that somebody else is more important to you than they, the person, you spend more time with the person, you give best of yourself to the person, you listen to the person better.
Councillor.
There's going to be a problem.
Councillor, how do you mean on your Councillor, how do you mean on your So that means that when you go to work, you don't talk to your workmates.
No, you see, having a bestie and having a friend, they are different things.
But I had a bestie. Is this bestie who was even hailing you, our wife, our husband, our besties? Our wife, it was this same bestie who became my maid of honor.
Yes.
So after this maid of honor institution, and then bestie,
I'm saying keep that friendship, but prioritize your relationship. Okay? Prioritize your relationship. You see,
is this same bestie I go and cry to when we are fighting? Is this same bestie that will tell me, oh, Nikki, don't do this way, everything's going to be fine. I mean, there are bad besties and everything. Yeah. But I'm not looking at the pros now. I'm looking at the cons and how the cons can help the relationship. So is this same bestie I'm going to cry to? And then talk to? And is this same bestie that advised me, I think you should do it this way, do it that way, things will be fine and everything. And even sometimes, these besties are the ones who even volunteer themselves for the extracurricular activities that the couple will actually need in the what? In the marital home. So now you're telling me not to break, unless I'm lying. Am I lying? No. Now you're telling me that I should forgo this bestie and prioritize only me and him. So if I forgo this bestie and prioritize only my husband and me, and now we need extracurricular activities in the marital home to keep the marriage going, how am I going to tell my bestie? Because I rather go for my bestie than go for an outsider who will come and collect my husband.
First of all,
because the angel you don't know, or the angel you know, what's the saying? The angel you don't know.
No, the devil you know.
The devil you know
is better than the angel
you don't.
When somebody is your bestie, the amount of time you spend with the person, the things you do with the persons. Look, if you're going to be doing that and have your spouse around, look, your spouse is a secondary at home. Your bestie is the primary. That's the first. When you do that, it's the things that we invest so much into it, do well. Whether it is business, work, or even things that is even not healthy habit. When we invest so much in it, it's something we keep for long. So if you're going to invest in this relationship for long, your spouse is just second, this is first. There's going to be a problem. So what I'm asking, I'm not asking you, do away with your friend. It's your friend. But learn to make your spouse the best of friend. So you have a friend, we make time for, we talk. So we used to talk 5 hours. 6 hours. I even come from work, I'm on the phone with you, do all the gossip and so forth, and then probably I'll go and sleep. Now I'm married, my spouse is there. Instead of making time, I'm still on the phone with you. I'm with my bestie. You take care of your food, I'm with my bestie. Oh, you should know I was talking to my bestie. And this continues, I think your spouse will just be happy. Let's also go and get a bestie. And then how are you going to run the home?
You do me, I do you.
Everywhere.
Okay. Now, marriage as a business transaction. Marriage as a business transaction. Before I come here, Lois, do you have any messages for me? Because I'm changing the whole trajectory.
I do. Well,
so if we have anything pertaining to what we've spoken about.
Yes, we do. This one says, the counselor, can you genuinely love someone and still cheat on them? Because I struggle to understand how love and betrayal can exist at the same time. This one says, my husband cheated on me 3 years ago. I forgave him and we're still married, but honestly, I haven't forgotten. Every time his phone rings late, my mind goes back. How do you rebuild trust after such a happening or occurrence?
I prefer the second question. Let's answer the second question. Because we are actually talking about infidelity.
I tell couple, once your spouse or you went outside and get somebody involved, and we want this relationship to work, what we need to agree is the relationship or the marriage, this chapter has come to an end. We are building a new chapter with different set of understanding that what has hurt us, we're not doing the same thing. That we are going to be full accountable. You're going to be transparent with each other. And again, knowing that started a new relationship or this new chapter, it doesn't mean I wasn't hurt. There's a trauma. It will take time for me to heal. There are times I'll come back to you and ask you questions. So were you in love with the person? How many times did you meet? I'm not talking about the ones that is going to be so, you want to know what happened in the bedroom and so on. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But certain questions will come in. I need certain answers. I need certain clues. I might come to you. Do you have the time to be patient with me as we go through that? There are times I'm crying because of what has happened. Because healing takes time. You should be patient with me. There are days I'll be angry that I didn't deserve what happened. Or do I put those chapters behind it? Will you be patient with me? So this ringing, phone ringing, it will come as a trigger sometimes. I should be able to tell you, my spouse, that I do feel like that sometimes when this phone ring, our partner is able to give you assurance that, you know what has been put behind us. Let's accept the reality that we are starting on a new note. If we are willing to do that, trust me, and with the support of a counselor, we will be able to go through that and be able to rebuild our relationship. It's not going to be like the old one.
That is it. It's never going to
be like the old one. You see, along the line, people need to know the difference between these two things. Guilt and remorse. The one who even cheated on their spouse, they feel guilty. Sometimes some
They are not remorseful.
They are not remorseful. So sometimes people mistaking that I see the person crying. So that, what are you crying about? That's, I messed up the relationship. They find me in this art. So I'm feeling shame. But if you talk about remorse here is you are understanding that what's happening has had impact on your partner. They are carrying certain pains or burden, and I'm willing to carry that with them. So it's not about me, it's about them. And many a time people confuse the two. So we need to know, are you feeling guilty, shame, or you are truly remorseful based on what happened?
Now, what she said before about loving someone and still betraying the person, I would want to find out that from what she's saying or from what the message is saying, then I would like to pinpoint that love is never enough, or is love enough?
Love is never enough. Love is never enough. I said again, people see love and relationship as one thing. Or if you love me, then you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. But see, love is how I feel about you, or the value I place on a relationship. But how to make the relationship work is also different thing altogether. So people can come into the relationship, have their own thing they are battling with. They've not spoken to you about it. Others, they've been messing around before they met. They've been sleeping around, but they did not mention that to you. I love you. I want to be with you. And along the line, you find out the person was in this habit. You're not happy with that. And you say, then you didn't love me. That's completely different. So people can love you and still go and mess up. It happens.
DJ Bugatti, love is not enough. Baby, come to me, my lomo. You know that song? Hey! So love is never enough.
No, love is
never enough. But I've come to realize that in as much as you're saying love is never enough, it actually still boils down to love. Because no matter how much you hurt me, no matter how much I forgive you, me staying constitutes to the fact that I must love you to a certain point to be able to take in your trash, your mess, and still be with you. When I hear them saying it's because of the children, it doesn't really, I feel that there's still something there. It doesn't stick. It's not just the children.
With motivation, I can carry this thing up. The motivation could be the love. By carrying it, I deserve different strength. So as we're saying, coming back, I love you, I care about you, I see a future with you. That gives me opportunity to do certain things. So the children, as we're saying, see, sometimes people are thinking about the children in a sense that they don't want their children to grow in a different environment. But sometimes I do ask the question, if you want to stay in the same environment, what's the quality of your relationship? Because if the children are staying in an environment that the relationship is not healthy, the spouses, they are fighting, they are saying things which are not healthy to the children, they are not available, the children will grow up even becoming worse off. Yes. Right. So the best thing we can do is, if we are staying because of the children, let's take care of the relationship, because that relationship offers the children. So
that means that love goes out. We're just taking care of, we're getting our responsibilities in place.
No, not just a responsibility. We're working on ourselves as well.
All right, Shola, let's go on.
Right. This one says, a man may want another wife because of children, personal reasons, cultural beliefs, or problems in his current marriage. But whether it is okay depends on the couple, their values, and most importantly, mutual understanding and consent. He also says that, counselor, I respectfully disagree with you. Besties are besties. So imagine you've been friends since childhood, you've grown together, shared secrets, laughed together, and then marriage comes and you're suddenly told to leave your bestie. Hey, no. But honestly, I think it all comes down to trust, communications, and boundaries. Marriage shouldn't mean losing your friends. It should mean knowing how to balance your friendships whilst respecting your partner. But if there's trust, understanding, and respect, everybody can have peace. This one also says that, good afternoon, counselor and Nikki. I would never allow my partner or husband to have someone else. Even there is a saying that no one can serve two masters equally. A man will love two women equally. Choose who. Oh, it says a man will never love two women equally. Choose who you love and stay committed to them, because no matter what, someone will always be better than your partner. Imagine marrying a second woman because of certain traits. With time, you may see someone else whose traits you are attracted to, and then again, you're tempted to add another. Will you continue marrying any woman who you are attracted to and have traits you like? Let's stop making it look like men cheating or marrying more women is normal. This one also says that I'm watching you live. My question is that my husband cheated on me and got the lady pregnant. Please, what should I do as a wife? Do you want to answer that? Counselor, her husband cheated on her, got another woman pregnant. What should she do as a wife?
Well, he has found out to speak to the husband, but don't go and confront your husband and fight with your husband. Let your husband know how you feel about that. What are his intentions? What does he want to do going forward? So you have a clear understanding of what you find yourself in.
Counselor, when you say these things, I don't understand you. Because if I was in a relationship with a man and he found out you, if I was in a relationship with you, and if I was in a relationship with you and I cheated on you, would you forgive me?
Never.
Thank you. So
I'll forgive you.
I don't care about you. I don't you.
Me, I first said you are a cheater.
But with conditions.
What's the other conditions?
With conditions.
What are the conditions?
Condition number 1. I will do you some.
Counselor, you see.
No. I'm being honest.
So they do you.
I'm being
I get that. So, but you see, in this case, this is someone who is married.
Yes.
And then has cheated on your wife.
Yes.
The wife is asking you, what should I do? And then you say we should sit down and talk.
We should be real. We should fight.
What are we talking about?
I want Bugatti to understand that.
Before I met my wife,
Good.
she was in pain before I met her.
She was in what?
She was in pain.
Okay, so no be breaking her heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Before I met her.
They took advantage.
But my situation
they took advantage of her.
I can never meet me in the bonnet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like you're
meet me in the bonnet.
You're not being real.
So hang on, Bugatti. You're saying that you never go outside your marriage.
Never.
Also because it's very new.
You Lois, hang on. You're saying that you will never
it's
go
not
outside.
Because it's new. I me respect him.
Personal principles.
Oh yeah.
Or you're not being overly tempted to that level.
Oh no, I will never try.
Lois, let's put today's date down and then write down. In fact, I'll beg my
Yes. I want us to do that.
to record.
Can I mention her name?
For posterity of DJ Bugatti saying that he will never go outside his marriage for posterity's sake. Come back.
Nikki, I want to know, but Counselor, if my rule or my principle before we got married was, if you cheat on me, I am done. And then I find out that you didn't only cheat, you got someone pregnant. Yeah. You're saying we should have a conversation. After having the conversation, I say, I don't want to do the marriage anymore. I want to divorce. Is that okay?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay.
See, you don't go fighting the person. What would that do for you? I'm going to hurt you. What that do? You want actually to express your anger.
Yes,
because the best way to do, go for therapy. Okay? Because if you go in that space with all your anger, you can end up even killing your husband.
Counselor, please.
In the midst of doing this.
Counselor.
People do things here.
Counselor, sometimes I feel like you need to mirror this thing back to us, because again, if a man caught a woman cheating, and the ladies in here, you know, when the men catch you, they don't have time to have a conversation with you. In fact, they block you instantly.
Never.
There is no baby. There's no right. Would you sit down to have the conversation?
No. Some of us.
Give us one last mention. I have a very important.
This one says that you can keep your besties. You guys understand boundaries and where you have reached. You're married doesn't mean you're limited. All you need to understand is that you're married. That's all. You can make friends. Marriage is noticed within bed. Marriage is noticed within intimacy. Marriage is within emotions that arise. I can't say that one, but feelings. You know, certain talks. Marriage simply means that you sow in your emotions is what you reap. You have to be careful. Even love is not needed in marriage. What's needed is marrying or in marriage is working to help each other. Material providing, emotional providing, physical providing, spiritual providing, mental providing, social providing. According to this person, that's all you need. Love, no.
Thank you, Lois. Okay.
When I met my wife, I told her I don't want any bestie, spiritual father, anything. Oh yeah, because my heart can't contain that. Nah.
Right.
Her name is Eunice Ajua Odrowa.
Say it in that camera. Hold on. I need you to say it in that camera. Mention her name and say, I will never cheat on you. Say it.
Eunice Ajua Odrowa. I love you. I will never cheat on you.
Counselor, yes, do you have some questions? You have some questions. Let me just ask Counselor this question, and then all the rest of the questions I'll throw it to you. Okay? Counselor, let's talk about finances in marriage. Now, clearly, we have been made aware that it's a man's world, and so men marry the woman. I am a very wealthy woman. I have married you. I want to marry another husband because I'm wealthier than you are. Because when the men are wealthy, like Nax said, they are allowed to marry a lot of women. I am a very wealthy woman. I am not a rich woman. I am a what? Wealthy woman. I want to marry more than one man.
Okay. In fact, even both men and women, we also need to know that we have type of marriage around. If you want to go polygamous from the beginning, and that is fine, because if you are married under ordinance, which is say one man, one woman, and you are wealthy, you want to add more, it means I have to divorce and go and marry under that type of marriage.
No, I'm not even divorced. I'm a wealthy woman.
Okay.
Like Nax is saying, they are wealthy men, and they want to marry multiple women. I'm a wealthy woman, and I want to marry multiple men. I also want to have husbands who can service me in different kind of regards, in different industries, in different means and ways. So because, like Nax said...
Oh, you are allowed to.
Like Nax says, you do me what I do. So if I'm also equally wealthy, and I want to take in as many men as I want as husbands, that's okay.
I think these behaviors are not healthy to marry. So you can still send there and have different men and sign a contract with them.
What do you mean by these behaviors? Counselor.
When I said that,
these behaviors are being exhibited by the men.
And I'm saying for both men. You see, the thing here we are talking about here is not just about marriage. We're talking about certain kind of behavior, things we want to do with other people. If you want to be in a marriage, structured relationship, certain things we don't even have to do. So unfaithfulness is actually a crime in marriage. Somebody can, based on that, and divorce or end a relationship.
Yes.
So it's not healthy to be in marriage and be having those kind of relationship. But if I choose to have this kind of contract with you, arrangement with people, I should be fine and do that. I know we talk about polygamy. Polygamy has been cultural thing. Let's be clear about it.
But polygamy only pertains to the men. So that's where I'm coming from. So the status quo is what I'm trying to rectify here. Because it only pertains to the...
Even marriage is by law. So by your own law...
Oh, marriage is also by culture.
Yes, please. So what I'm saying, that's your agreement, and you are doing a formal contract with these men.
So therefore, if you're saying I'm doing a formal contract with these men, then so therefore it boils down to the fact that marriage is a business transaction, like I was saying earlier before.
That won't be marriage. I have certain transactions with certain people to come and service you.
But every relationship is transactional.
But that is not marriage.
Marriage is a transaction. We are transacting our emotions and our what under an agreement, whether it is law, culture, or what.
There are different type of transaction or what contracts we are talking about. We come with different kind of.
Clearly, so you've answered my question. So either way, no matter how different it is.
When you come to Ghana here, the Marriage Act, the Marriage Act 1884 to 1995.
So you're talking about marriage by law.
The Marriage Act only allow a certain type of marriage in Ghana here.
Marriage by law.
Yes. It just allow a certain type of marriages here that you can marry under the polygamy, which is Muslim marriage or customary marriage, or the monogamy, which can be ordinance, or the civil marriage we are talking about. Beyond that, there's no any other marriage prescribed for that.
There is culture and then religious. Now let's go to the audience. Councillor, so yes, go ahead. Who wants to ask the question? Go ahead.
Okay, please, before I ask my question, I want to say something about the question you asked.
All right.
Please, you see, when we take plantations, you see, you can plant cassava in one soil.
Yes.
And when it grows, you can cut the stem and plant it in another soil, which is possible. But you cannot take that soil or that hole that they dig and go and plant it somewhere else. It's not possible. Which means the woman cannot go for another man. But the man, though he has married and the marriage has grown, he can still move to another place. And what I want to say is that, please, I'm saying something. And let's say, you see,
one thing that I feel is that when, let's say, as we are going like this, most people refuse to test waters, as in observe other people, try relationship. They just stay as in I'll be single forever till I marry. And so you see, we have different variations in terms of the ladies. So we have Coca-Cola, we have the 10/10. They'll just wait, and because they are surrounded in a particular area, they will go and take, let's say, a girl with 10/10. Because it's just that area, they have not explored to see other ladies, and they go and marry her. And once they grow, or let's say they meet other people, and as you are aging, you get different thoughts and different desires. So they go and see the Coca-Cola, and then they move to go and approach the Coca-Cola. That's what brings about the polygamy, because they didn't take their time or observe what to scrutinize the ladies. I think that's it. And I have another question. I have a friend. He has, let's say, he has not married though, but he has a girlfriend. And that girl's friend likes the guy. And so when, let's say, the girl comes to that boy and she leaves, then her friend will also come. You see? And she'll come and perch there. So the time the lady realized that, this my friend has been going to the guy told the girl that, we are just friends. And her friend just went to confirm to her that, we are just friends. When you see us, don't say anything. But that particular friend who is betraying the boy's girlfriend, she has the thought that, me, I don't care whether I have a girlfriend. Once the lady leaves, me, I'm okay. So she can, let's say, go to the guy's place and she see the girl there. Maybe they are having their own stuff. And she'll go and wait behind. When they finish and she'll leave.
What are you trying to say?
So I'm trying to ask my point is that I'm asking a question that with the situation with the girl, what she's doing, is it right?
And you want to say soil is one.
Yeah.
And also soil is one. And soil you can only plant one and cut it.
Yes. But you see,
answered your question indirectly.
No, but you see with the guy's situation, he knows that he's dating again. The girl's friend has made it clear to him that I don't care whether you have a girlfriend or not, I'm still okay. So in a point where you are saying that when let's say people are in a marriage or something, the guy cannot be with two ladies or something.
Right.
In this case, there's another lady who is trying to be there, which means that when she's married, she can still allow her boyfriend to be doing the same thing.
Hang on. I'm coming back to you again with the same soil and cassava. Now you've caught yourself. One cassava then you put yourself in the same situation. It's the same soil and cassava. Yes. So there can be so many soils and so many cassavas. And who is the one planting in the soil? Plant yourself in the cassavas and plant yourself in the holes and find out if it will benefit you or not. Because if you are telling me that the hole can forever be one hole and the hole is not supposed to go out and go and put themselves in another hole for another cassava to enter, and now you're telling me again that there is one hole and even another hole and another hole, and then the cassavas too are plenty, and the holes and the cassavas are doing their own thing in their own right, and they are going through the soils and then cutting themselves the cassavas and planting themselves in the different soils. I see. Then
You're not getting my point. I mean,
I get your points, Pepe. I get your points, Pepe. And it's a very long conference. I really can't answer this question. Let's go on to the next question. I'll answer you this question backstage when we're done with the show. Don't worry. Cassavas and soil. Okay. Next, let's go. Baby girl.
Please, I want to answer his question to the cassava.
So,
first of all, women are not objects. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then if you say cassava goes with stew.
Thank you.
And then stew can go with rice and any other food. So if cassava can go with stew and then it can be turned into maybe fufu or something, you can take stew with yam, with plantain. So if men can go out, women are also allowed to go out. If my man is comfortable going out, I'll also go out.
Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Thank you. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
The thing is, the thing is, this gentleman forgot that it is the soil that is nurturing the cassava. So without the soil, the cassava that you are saying, the cassava can go anywhere they want. No? If the soil doesn't want to nurture you, your cassava, you are dead. Because it is the cassava. This is the soil that nurtures the what? The cassava.
Thank you.
And it's the soil that will nurture the cassava for the cassava to be cut, for another cassava to what? Come out.
Thank you.
So you have to watch how you say your cassava and your soil. Thank you very much. Let's go on. Any more questions? One last question from the audience, and then I'll
Okay, so this is a contribution I want to make.
Right.
So talking about you being worthy enough. So in terms of tradition, the woman don't have any rights to go out and marry different men as well.
Yes.
Yes. So what?
Don't have any rights to go out because.
Yeah. So what Doc is saying, or what the counselor is saying, I'll say is right, because in terms of tradition, you, the wife, don't have the right to go out and marry different men. Right. But in terms of religion as well, being the Muslim aspect, you have the right to marry 5.
Right.
Yeah. And also talking about the marriage, which is the law and stuff. So in a situation, in our Ghanaian setting, we have it that when a man and woman gets married traditionally, that is called a marriage. And they do the white word and the law, go and ordinance and everything. So I want to also ask a question on this. So is it that when we do the traditional word and that is it, or the law, the ordinance going to law to sign for the marriage as needed, or only the customary marriage is also needed as well?
All right. So the law, as we say, recognize customary marriage. So at that level, the marriage is legal. If you decide to go and do ordinance, you've actually converted a customary to ordinance. So there's no more customary. That's why when you want to divorce, it's only the court that can separate or dissolve the ordinance. You can't go and dissolve ordinance and come and dissolve it at the customary level again. Once you marry at ordinance, you've converted a customary marriage to ordinance.
I have a follow-up question. I am aware that under the law, when you actually live with a woman in the same house for 7 years, under the law, whether you're married or not, cohabitation, under, if I live with counselor in the same house for 7 years, whether he and I, we like it or not, under the law, we are married. To answer your question, under the law. So whether we go and do the white wedding or not, you're married.
Not.
Our family knows about us, you're married. So when it comes to divorce, it's going to be as equally as tedious as when you're also married as an ordinance. Because the law recognizes that it is less impossible for 2 people to live in the same house, or a man and a woman to live in the same house for how many years?
7 years.
7 years. Child or no child, you are legally married. So please put that one at the back of your head. Mama Apo. What? Next, I want to wrap up. Anything else you want to say? Because when your gentleman was saying about the soya and cassava, you were not happy about the soya and cassava.
My gentleman, I just feel excuse me to use this word, just grew up. Yes, just grew up. You get it? That's what I'll say.
DJ Bugatti?
If you respect your woman, you will never cheat on her. Oh, yeah.
All right. Counselor, is there anything you want to add before we wrap up?
Yes. Well, the unfaithful thing is very serious. As people doing it and they are not thinking about their spouses. Ask yourself, if your spouse is doing the same thing, how will you feel about it? Because it damages a lot. It just doesn't destroy you as a person. It also hurts your relationship, hurt the family that you have. So to have a healthier relationship, let's do the right thing. If your relationship is not going the way you want to, look for support. Don't leave it like that and use that as a basis to do any kind of things that you don't like. I want to send a shout out to my brother. All right. So tomorrow is their wedding anniversary. My senior brother, Dr. Vincent Adofoli, and your wife Yvette. I wish you happy marriage anniversary. God bless you.
Thank you very much. This conversation never, and I don't think it will we will ever finish this conversation. I'm sure he'll come back here again and we're going to talk about something similar, and it's going to drag on until everybody is equally satisfied. Thank you so much, Councillor, for coming on board, and thank you for those who gave in your messages. Thank you, Nax, for your contribution, DJ Bugatti for your contribution, and thank you, my guys here.